Welcome to Built on Faith Homestead. Leaving Egypt on Rumble. We want to thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. We're going to make a hunting video today. I've been hunting a few more times since the last time you guys seen one of my videos. We are going to try to head over to some public land and do some hunting. I'm going to try to record what I can of it and show you guys kind of what we're doing, whether we get a deer or whether we don't. Where I really want to go on the public land, the wind is terrible to get there, and so I'm going to try a different spot, a spot I've never been in before. It's close to the road. It is not. If I would not be shocked if somebody else is coming hunting tonight if they come in on where I'm going to be, but it's another spot I've kind of wanted to try. I wanted to try it earlier in the season. It just didn't work out. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot tonight. The wind will be okay for that spot. Not great, but okay. And so we're going to make our way into there and see what happens. And I thought maybe I'd bring you guys along. If nothing else, I'll spend some good time hanging up in a tree, talking with the Lord, thinking over some scripture, and watching the squirrels, I reckon. So come along with us. While we're on our way, I'll show you weather conditions. Kind of show you a picture of where I'm thinking about hunting. So as you can tell, I really like hunting ponds that are tucked away back in the woods. I've just had a lot of success over the years at them, and so it's something that I'm excited to try. It's up there pretty close to the road. I don't even know if it's got water in it, right? That's an old satellite picture, so who knows. But I'm excited to get in there and see what it's all about. That tree stand you guys seen strapped to my bag, that portable stand, was a gift given to me by some very good people in our life, and I'm very thankful for that, and to be able to use that for an opportunity to get some meat for our family. And that bow that you've seen was a bow that I bought off of a friend of mine who was looking to get rid of it and didn't charge me very much. And for that individual, I'm very thankful as well for this opportunity. Without you guys, without the Lord, and without you guys following the Lord, this would not be possible. And I say that because I want people to understand, watching these videos, how important it is to follow the Lord. You never know, if the Lord tells you to do something, you never know how it may bless somebody, because I'll just tell you, we're planning on killing some deer this year if we can, and we're gonna give some of that deer meat away, and so the blessing just continues on, and you never know what kind of impact it may be having on somebody else. And we had our VBS over Moses this last summer, and the thought occurred to me that sometimes you might be somebody's Moses who the Lord has sent to bring up out of bondage the person that the Lord wants you to go talk to, visit with, to help, those kinds of things. And so if the Lord is moving on your heart, don't be afraid to follow after him. I got just a little bit turned around and come in on the wrong side of this pond. And so it took a little longer than I thought it might to get up here because of that. There's a fresh rub. There's that last rub you just seen that I showed you guys. I'm about 20 yards from it. There's rubs and scrapes all the way down here to it. I'm on the side of the pond that is most used, and we'll see what happens. I'm also right next to the road, or pretty close to it. But anyway, we'll see if anything makes its way up here. This pond is tucked back into some thick, woolly, nasty stuff. And I can see some oak trees further back. There's a lot of pine trees in here. Just on the other side of the pond, I see some oaks. So I know there's some acorns there. We've been really dry this year. However, we did get quite a bit of rain a couple days ago. But today's been the warmest day since then, so I'm hoping maybe they'll want to sneak in here and get them a little drink. And I will be in an opportune spot, hopefully to harvest one, if that's the case. Little sapling right in there is rubbed up. Here's the pond. This is the side that is definitely the most used, most tore up. Side of the pond is right over here. Being as I messed up my approach to this, I may have messed myself up pretty bad tonight for hunting. It happens in new areas, man. But if I do get one tonight, as any other time, but if I get one tonight especially, do not think it's my hunting prowess. It is definitely just because God sent a deer by and made the arrow connect. Stay tuned. We'll see what happens. All right, y'all, let's talk about what happened real quick. I messed up my approach ever so slightly. Getting in there. And the pond wasn't exactly where I thought it was, right? I looked at a map on my phone, had a pretty good idea, and then just took off. And I missed it by just a little bit. Got up to where I wanted to be, got up in the tree stand, everything was good. Lots of squirrels and blue jays and cranes and those kinds of things. Having an awesome time, truthfully. About 5 o'clock, I heard a deer grunt. If you know the sound, you know the sound, right? Unmistakable, right? Heard it. I was like, all right, man, we're in it. And then nothing for a long time. And then I could hear a deer making rubs, right? And I seen all those rubs coming in. And I thought, well, he's back there, and we'll just try to be as still as we can. And it's really thick pines in behind me, pond in front of me, thick woods kind of all around. Can't see real good. Basically, once I can see the deer, I'm probably gonna be able to shoot at the deer, right? One of them type of deals. And man, I heard him. He even scared some squirrels off at one point. Back there breaking limbs and stuff, rubbing and just going crazy. And but I couldn't see him, still couldn't see him. And about probably 30 minutes before dark, I didn't hear anything, hadn't heard anything. I was like, well, he's gone, and all these deer's moved on, and we're gonna probably call this an evening, right? Just enjoy this last 30 minutes of sitting. If I don't hear, everything's crunchy, right? So I was thinking if I hadn't heard it here by now, I'm probably out of luck. And about the last 10 minutes of light, shooting light, I heard something behind me. I just kind of did one of these to look around, and that buck had circled me, I'm sure had winded me, and then caught my movement. He wasn't probably 30 yards from me when he spooked. Because as soon as I did kind of just this, right, he took off, gone. I'm guessing he had eyes on me, because I'm guessing he had winded me, because the direction he had to come around, he had to be downwind of me as he come around. And so I don't know much about him. I didn't see his rack. I did see his body, and he was a probably the mature buck on the hilltop up there. He was So I hate to say that he was a giant because I did not see his horns. When he took off, he was running through some really thick woods, and he squatted underneath a cedar limb to get under it. And his head was almost on the ground, and what looked like horns just barely was getting under the limbs. And it was a wide deer. Little bit kind of one of them gut sinking moments, like I was that close to a big one. And once again, I don't know how big a track is, and I really don't care all that much. Really, it's about putting meat in the freezer, but to know that you're that close to a big one is exciting, but it's also sad when it doesn't work out, right? Kind of that gut-wrenching feeling, that gut sinking, right? And I tried to grunt him back, but it was too close to dark anyway. And then after I got down, and I had already taken the tree stand itself off, and all the ladder sections, and I was strapping it all to my backpack, and spooked another deer. I'm sure another little buck or doe or what have you, doesn't matter. Come in behind me, and I spooked it there after dark. So that is what it is, man. That's part of it, and it's exciting for me because I've not done much public land hunting to get this close to some deer. We've been right in on them a few different times, just hasn't been able to seal the deal. That's exciting to me. That's super exciting to me. Hopefully we'll be able to get one killed off some public land this year. I think that'd be really cool. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm not looking to kill something with cedar trees on its head, right? I just want to shoot a deer, right, on public land. I think that'd be cool. Anyhow, man, it's part of it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We thank you guys for watching. Please remember, this is something as my daughter gets older and is wanting to hunt more and more all the time. She's 5, our oldest one. And when we watch hunting shows and stuff, I really appreciate you guys that talk about how many days you'd hunted to make that happen. So my daughter, both of them, Luella and Leah, both love to watch hunting shows. And I try to explain to them that, man, sometimes you go and they're there and it's great, and other times it can be a grind, but it makes it that much better when you do kill one. And don't think that it's necessarily horrible if you haven't, shot a deer or seen a deer within the first day or two. Sometimes you got to put in some effort. And so I have been, and so I want to do that, right? So I missed an opportunity at this deer. I missed an opportunity at another deer at about 20 yards the other day. He come in on the right side of me. Little spike buck, nothing big. I'd have shot him if he'd come up there, but I missed an opportunity on him. I had some does the other night about 75 yards away from me in the woods. I think I've hunted all together, mostly on public land. I've hunted at Grandma's twice, and then I've been on public land. I think this is my 4th or 5th time, right? So I would not say that I've put in the grind, as you might say, yet, but it is one of those things, man. Close tonight, so close. And I don't want you, if you guys ever watch our hunting videos and you ever see us harvesting a deer, I don't want it to be like you just see it and then all of a sudden, right, it was just an all quick, like you didn't put no work into it type deal or whatever, because I don't want the false impressions to come out. And sometimes it does work that way. The very first spring turkey I ever killed was that way, man. I set up wrong. I called a couple times. He come in right to the decoy. Shot him, and just about as early as one can shoot one, right? So I mean, I'm not saying that stuff doesn't happen, but what I am saying is sometimes it takes some time, and tonight it was hunting. It was hunting, but it was hunting that I enjoy. So I enjoy going in and finding some sign and trying to figure out how to set up on that sign. That to me is an absolute blast. It's going to be different than what I'm going to do during rifle season, where in rifle season I'm going to end up most of my time setting up in areas and looking at that area and hoping that a deer passes through that area, rather than getting into an area and actually walking around, finding, looking, hunting sign and where I think they're going to come in and how they're going to come in and all that kind of stuff. So it's been a lot of fun tonight. I'm really encouraged, even though I'm kind of glad I came in. My approach was wrong, because I wouldn't have walked past all that sign that I seen. And so that was good and that was fun. And it makes for a good time. So it's something I enjoy, but it is still hunting, not killing. Appreciate you guys watching. We'll catch you next time.